Welcome to another edition of the Gravestone Pros here in North Country Memorials. It's going to be a good day. We've got an old friend that stopped by to say hey, and so we're going to spend a little time with him. He's going to help me do a quick little project, and he's even got a good story to tell. It's going to be good. Come along. Well, my plans got kind of messed up for this week. I was hoping to be able to go set a stone and take you guys along with me and show you that. Got it all right here. I had loaded it up the other day. I even put the time lapse on so you could see it. The weather had a different idea. Just as soon as I had tried to get it all loaded and on there ready to go, the snow arrived. And it's been very mild, hasn't been too much snow, but now of course I want it to last just a little longer without it, and I'm getting greedy, but it just didn't happen. So unfortunately this stone's not going to get set unless we have a bit of a melt off, which could happen. I haven't even looked at the weather to see if it's supposed to happen or not. I don't know, but it's not a big deal. It's not one customers were planning on having done until next spring, so it's okay. I just always trying to get it in, get it done. The worst part is I was thinking I was going to get some content out of this. James Stone will have to sit on the truck a little bit longer. Not a big deal. One of the things that I'm going to be working on while Dad is gone is over here. We got stuff like this. I took this stuff out and there's some more cords there. Man, probably almost 2 months ago, I bet now. And just set them there knowing that I'd have time in the winter to organize, put stuff back together the way I want it. My woodworking bench, my lathe area could use a little tidying. And around here, there's definitely stuff that needs to be done. So my motorcycle is sitting right here, and that's not really too bad. But Dad's motorcycle is sitting over here on the other side of the forklift. And the forklift itself is where we want to have the white F650 parked. So I've got a little bit of tidying to do out here. You remember from earlier this spring, we got a lot of stuff cleaned off of this wall, and really, there's not much there. Just a little bit of stuff, and that's out of the way. Cart, a wheelbarrow, some tires. Dad took his summer tires off, and he didn't get them put back up. So I'll have to get those done for him, and then get his bike out of the way, and get this out of the way. And we will have to make room. I want to get the white truck in here. I don't want it sitting outside all winter. That's one of the things I will be working on, is kind of cleaning up in here, getting it ready for the truck to come in, getting some of these odds and ends out of here and out of the way. So maybe I'll start a little bit on that now. I was at the shop here today. You guys might recognize this friendly face. Eric stopped in to say hey. He was living out of the area, but he is back in the area for the moment, but he might not be for long. He's got, he's a young man, got places to go, people to see, Alaska to discover, who knows. Yeah. Time will tell. But anyways, he stopped in and we were just chatting, and he pointed this out. This is my Japanese finishing saw. It's made for doing like joinery work and kind of fine stuff, and it's very precise. And so he wanted to tell me a little story now that time has gone by about the first time I told him about this saw.
So I saw this saw here, and there was trees out in the back lot over stones, and we have to clean those off so the leaves don't like mold on them. So I got told to go out there and cut one of those little trees down. It was a popple tree about that big around. And I walked in here and I saw this saw, and I was like, man, that looks like it'll really cut. And I go out there and I cut the tree down. I cut a couple of them down. I'm not even gonna lie, it was a few. And I come back in here and hang it up, and I went, and later that next day or two. This isn't the first week I worked here, by the way. I was asking Christian about it, like, that's a cool little saw, and he goes, oh yeah, that's my Japanese finishing saw. Don't use that for any hard work. It's only for finishing.
So he decided, since it's been over a year since he got done working with us, it's probably safe to tell me what he had used that saw for a few days before I told him what it was for. So anyways, I still love him. I'm not going to shoot him, so it's good. Anyways, good to see you around, Eric. got stuff like those orange cords to take care of, but we got her looking a little better. There'll be more for next week for sure, but that's all I'm going to be able to tidy for in here for today if I want to have time to get a video and get it out to you guys. So normally Dad is around for the winter, and obviously last winter you guys saw him working on the shop, getting a lot of stuff done with the sandblast booth, getting the new ones put in for frosting panels or steeling panels, whichever you want to call it, and then another one put in for the bluing process. So he did that last winter. That was his big project. This winter he's not planning on being around. He's going to be taking most of January and most of February off. So I'm going to have to find projects that I can do without him. Not even that I need it for the extra hands so much as I'm going to be busy in the office, and we won't have somebody else out here or somebody else in there when I'm out here. So it's going to take my focus a little more. That's kind of how it goes. The stones that are in here, there's a good number of them that are in here with a lot of work that I know how to do. Most of it I know how to do. So that won't be an issue. The only thing really that I do not know how to do that Dad does exclusively is he does the hand etching. I don't do any of that except for coming up sometimes with concept art and stuff with customers, and sometimes I'll find, you know, they'll give me photos and stuff. I Photoshop stuff for him so that he knows what to do. I did some of that actually today on this stone here. So that stuff I can do. The actual sitting down, etching on, he does all of that. So that leaves me with plenty of work to do. Not a lot of help to get it done, but I'm really kind of looking forward to it. It's going to be a little different not having him around, but it's good. He's got a lot of different things he wants to do. One of the things I know he wants to work a little bit on writing a book. I don't know if he'll get the whole thing done this next few months. I kind of doubt it, but I know that's part of his focus is to be working on that. So I'm excited to see kind of where that goes. I've been telling him for many years he should write. So I'm glad that he's doing that. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Hope you found this video entertaining and educational. That is always my goal. Not sure I had a whole lot of education on this one, but we're doing our best. Anyways, thank you for stopping. We will see you all next time.